Okay, so we just did our two words, a simile and metonymy. And a simile is just a comparison using like or as or than, I guess. But here's an example. It's like friends are like chocolate cake, you can never have too many. Chocolate cake is like heaven, always amazing you with each taste or feeling. Chocolate cake is like life with so many different pieces. Chocolate cake is like happiness, you can never get enough of it. So it just is a comparison between friends and cake, and then it's like describes why it is like the other thing. So next slide, please.
People are still running.
Oh, sorry.
Just a minute or so.
So here is a poem that's from an AP prompt from 1982. And if you guys just want to read this in your head really quick, and then the bold is where there's a simile inside of it. So if you guys just want to read it really quick, please. So do any of you guys like have an idea of why like adding a simile right here would be a good idea? Or like why that's important for the poem? Riley?
Well, I just feel like similes add more meaning to the poem besides just saying something really simple. It adds more complexity and allows the reader to kind of interpret. And it also catches attention when you use figurative stuff.
Yeah, that's really good. Okay, so that's just the AP prompt that is with it. And so when it says like develop your essay with specific reasons to the text of the prompt or anything, you could just say like simile and lines, whatever, and then you could pretty much just say what Riley just said. It just makes you, it just stands out and adds more like definition to it.
Okay, so metonymy is a figure of speech which is characterized by the substitution of a term naming an object closely associated with the word in mind for the word itself. So an example could be, we commonly speak of the king as the crown, an object closely associated with the kingship. And then the White House in place of the president or others who work there. Or like suits in place of business people, or dish in place for an entire plate of food. Okay, so we have a poem. If you guys want to just read it in your head, or someone can read it out loud if you.
Why don't you guys read it? Why don't you guys read it? Yeah.
Okay. The bus saw snarled and rattled in the yard and made dustmen drop struggling sticks of wood. Sweet scented stuff when the breeze drew across it. And from there those that lifted eyes could count 5 mountain ranges, one behind the other, under the sunset far into Vermont. And the saw snarled and rattled, and as it saw boy by giving him the half hour that a boy counts so much when saved from work. His sister stood beside them in her apron to tell them supper. At the word the saw, as it to prove saws knew that what supper meant, leaped out at a boy's hand, or seemed to leap. He must have given the hand. However it was, neither refused the meeting. But the hand, next please. The boy's first outcry was a rueful laugh, as he swung towards them, holding up the hand, half in appeal, but half as to keep the life from staying. Then the boy saw all, since he was old enough to know, big boy doing a man's work, though a child at heart. He saw all squirrels. Don't let him cut my hand off. The doctor, when he comes, don't let him, sister. So the hand was gone already. The doctor put him in the dark of ether. He lay and puffed his lips out with his breath. And then the watcher at his pulse took fright. No one believed. They listened at his heart. Little less, nothing, and that ended it. No more to build on there. And they, since they were not the one dead, turned to their affairs.
So sad.
Got his hand cut off and he died?
Yeah, E-T-H-E-R on line 37, that's the way in which they put people to sleep back in the day. It's gas, they just put a mask on.
Okay, next please.
So we just have a question. So in lines 31 to 32, half an appeal but half as if to keep the life from spilling is an example of what? A, simile, B, personification, C, metaphor, D, metonymy, or E, foreshadowing. Does anyone know?
D, metonymy, because it's actually talking about blood instead of life.
Yeah. So yeah, it is. And then it just says, it serves the dual purpose of portraying the image of a child, showing something, and also to project the vivid image of life from spilling.